Infernal Hails, Simon here from Serpent Sinner. And today we're going to do an interesting video. This was a pretty good idea, I thought. So we are talking about one album bands, not like one and done bands, but bands where you only need one album by. Not it doesn't have to be the first album, although I actually think it might be the first album for all of these. Yeah. But that's just a coincidence. This video could probably get like multiple renditions because there's a lot of these bands where I only need one album. But yeah, I tried to pick out like some really controversial ones for this. I don't know if they're controversial. It's kind of like, but hopefully it will get some people like riled up, and fuming out there, so we can get like the comments going and all that. But again, I don't imagine that will happen. Again, it's just like who gets like bothered by somebody else's taste in music. Like it makes no difference at all. Like I've never been upset if somebody like talk shit about an album I like. It was just like, no, sucks to you. I guess you're just wrong. That's just what I think. But anyway, the first one we got is Metal Church with Metal Church. Let me actually pull this thing out of the because I don't really like these sealable sleeves, just because it's like not that convenient to pull them out. Then you gotta seal it and open it, and dude, I just much prefer just a regular old poly bag, and you can just take the record in and out easy, because unlike a lot of these fucking nerds, I don't just collect records, I actually listen to them. So I don't really like the sealable sleeves, just like inconvenient. This is on just a black vinyl. But anyway, I'm just showing the pressing here. This is fucking lame. There's no fucking lyrics into it. Like, come on, these bigger labels, man. And this is like, then they didn't include an insert, and they spent money on doing like the 180 gram audiophile vinyl, which doesn't sound good at all. Like, dude, get your priorities straight. Fucking goddamn stupid as fuck. Anyway, so this is the only album I like by them. This is the first thing I heard, and blew my socks off, and I loved it. Then I didn't listen to this album for a while actually, because then I think I found out about demos actually shortly after, because it was basically because there was like I was like interested to know like who was the first thrash band, who came up with it. So I went out there looking, and I saw somebody. He said that in his opinion the first thrash metal recording was the Red Skies demo from Metal Church. So I fucking got on that. I was like, recognized the name Metal Church, okay. Red Skies demo, and it has like the Merciless Onslaught. That was his point, I think, which is also on this album right here, which is, in his opinion, is the first thrash metal song ever written, and it's on the Red Skies demo from '81. Fantastic demo. And then I found the Four Hymns demo. Dude, that demo fucking rules. That might be like I think that's one of my favorite demos like ever. I love that demo. It has like 2 unreleased songs, which they didn't redo on any album, and they're like the strongest songs. Like, it blows my mind. Like Death Wish and The Brave, dude, holy fuck, those songs are amazing, and they didn't redo them ever. Like, at least I don't think so. Like, I've checked like some of the albums later on, because I was like really curious. Like, did they never redo this? And I haven't been able to find it. So I don't know if it came out on like a 7-inch or something that I just didn't see. That like blows my mind why they didn't redo those songs. Those were like the best tunes on that demo. But yeah. Yeah. So that's what I listened to. I actually have that. I didn't include that in the bootleg. I should do another video with that. Totally forgot I had that. It's like it's like a bootleg with like all the Metal Church demos, and there's a live track on it as well, or like the shrapnel tapes, because back then they were called shrapnel. At least for some, I think they were actually called Metal Church initially when they put out the Red Skies demo. Then they changed the name to shrapnel, and then back to Metal Church again. because Crude, or isn't that his name? Like the head honcho, or the guy who started the band. No, Kurt Vanderhoof. What am I talking? Kurt, for fuck's sake. He like moved and then moved back again, and anyway, now we're getting a whole history lesson here. But anyway, but this is a cool bootleg. It's called like the complete shrapnel tapes. Oh, fucking get it on eBay if you can. Fucking mighty fine bootleg right now. But yeah, so it was like when I like got onto demos, I was like, these are just so great. So every time I listen to Metal Church, I just put on those, and I never really, I didn't listen to this album for a while actually. So when I finally bought it and put it on, I was like, this kind of doesn't hold up. Like it wasn't as good as I remembered. Like I love the A side. That's perfect. Like Beyond the Black, Metal Church, Merciless Onslaught, and then closing out with Gods of Wrath, like perfection. But then like the B side's kind of like, I don't know, dude. Like I remember like In the Blood and My Favorite Nightmare, dude. Those songs are kind of like just kind of bad, man. Hitman isn't bad. That's another demo song, and then we got Battalions. Again, but I like the demo version better. But it's still good on the album. And then they do like a cover at the end. It's like, I don't know, the B side kind of like kind of isn't as good. I gotta say. So and I've checked out the album after this, and I did not like that at all. Like I was just like, dude, what the hell? Like it's been like such a long time since I listened to it, so I can't remember anything about it. I just remember being absolutely not digging it at all. Maybe I wasn't in the mood, I don't know. But for now, at least, Metal Church, that's like a one album band for me. Just demos and the first album. And again, I hate to be that guy. Demos are the best, but it's like sometimes it's just true, man. I don't know what to tell you. Next up, we got probably another controversial one. I picked up Morbid Angel, Authors of Madness. Yeah, this is like pretty much the only album I like by this band. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. But that's just how it is. I'll try and elaborate a little bit more. I got the words. So the I don't know if you even include Abominations in this, because like it's fine. I can listen to it in the background. It isn't bad, but it's just like I heard Authors of Madness first, so the songs that are on there, it's just like weird hearing them in that like different style. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's just like, this is just like the way those songs are meant to sound to me. Is the version on Authors of Madness? That's what I heard first. So yeah, it's not a bad album. Just like I'm just not. I just don't really care about it. But then like I gotta say like because I heard this first and I loved it, and I checked out the Blizzard Are Sick. I remember the title. The album after this. I really like the cover on that. That like old like painting. It's that cover has actually been used before. Morbid Angel did it on like a thrash band called Hexenhaus. Isn't that what they're called? There's that like Edge of Eternity. That's the second one. Then the first one, I can't remember what that's called, but that uses that cover. That's pretty good, like a progressive technical thrash. Should probably get on and buy that too. I think I haven't gotten around to that. Maybe it's like one of those that needs to be reissued. And if so, I would definitely be happy to do that. But yeah, it's just a little trivia for you. But yeah, so I don't like that album at all, dude. I remember like it's been like at least 3 years since I listened to it, but I just remember like the drums. They just weren't as heavy sounding, so they just sounded like really like weak compared to All This Madness. It was just like Like especially like I remember like the blast beats on like Fall from Grace. The first song is just like these blasts are just so fucking weak. This is pussy blasts. What the fuck, man? Well, much better than all sorts of madness. And then David Vincent, he changed his voice. He does those like wrestling vocals. Like they aren't like really growls. It's just I guess it's still intelligible, but it just kind of sucks. Like, dude, fucking Ross Dolan, fucking like vocals and under the table, man. Like he's much lower and he's much more intelligible, and he's way more badass, dude. Got the long hair, not no fucking cowboy hat on or some dumb shit. Or flat brim. Like when I saw the recently when Terrorizer did the full wall downfall set. I went to see it. Luckily, I was standing on the opposite side of where David Vincent was standing, because the other guitarist, he's way more metal looking. Oh no, David Vincent, he plays bass, right? Anyway, but yeah, he didn't have the cowboy hat on for that show, but he had the flat brim on. So yeah, but luckily, you know, they had like a different vocalist, so he didn't do vocals. So there was no annoying commentary in between. Anyway, yeah, dude, vocals and drums, and there was also all these like classical interludes, and I guess it goes with the whole theme of the album. Where I was just like, whatever, dude. This is the album I need. So that's my take on that. Next up, we got one where it's like this is a pretty recent band I've gotten into, but yeah, I've checked out some of the other ones, and it's just like I don't need any more. I can't digest any more than one album by this band. This is like too much. It is Portal with the first full length album, Sepia. I have no idea when this came out. This could have come out in like 1774 for all I know. No idea. Does it say anything now? I'm actually kind of curious. When did this come out? Like, this is like late 90s or what? I don't know, dude. But yeah, I picked up the reissue. I think I've listened to this album over the course of a year. Like every once in a while, I would kind of like throw it on when I was in the mood for some like weird shit. It's a color, it's a pretty cool one. Cloudy, cloudy brown. Cool color. But yeah, whenever I was in the mood for something like avant-garde, I guess, I would throw this on. It's like a really cool album. It's like it doesn't really sound like creepy to me. It just more so sounds like evil to me, actually. I just like it, you know. And I like it how it's like it's not like just like super like most of the riffs on this are just like sort of like moving your hands up and down the fretboard and just like fucking spiraling kind of things that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But there are some riffs in here where I definitely hear some like some kind of like classic death metal kind of riffs, but where they've just like almost like distorted them and put them through like the Portal filter, where they like do some like weird progression on it instead, where you can hear, okay, this is kind of like meant to be like a riff that like a mid tempo riff that you can like nod the head to, but it's kind of like twisted and distorted. And I thought that was like really cool about this album, and something that was definitely lost on the later albums I listened to. I was like, dude, this is like, and it just doesn't have the atmosphere of this album. I think this album just sounds like the most evil. The later ones was just like, dude, this is just weird. This isn't even evil. Kind of lost that. This is more like has that cavernous sound. Yeah. This such a difficult song to or album to remember. Um, but I'm pretty sure like it was like Timbers Fugit and Atmos Blisters. Those tracks I thought were like the most ominous sounding on the album, which I really liked, and it has some of those like things I talked about with the riffs. Um, yeah, so that's definitely. But I remember I kind of it's like the outro. It's a bit unnecessary. I feel like with all those like dude, this is so fucking long. But I actually think it's really cool when it like the album fades out with that like noise it makes. It sounds like really fucking creepy, and you're like, whoa, what the hell is going on? But then like there's 2 minutes of fucking bouncing and fucking uh, I don't know, fucking bicycles riding back and forth and like some fucking city escape sound, uh, like some soundscape from a fucking city. I'm just like, dude, I don't need to hear this bullshit. Like, just cut it down, man. This is kind of lame, but yeah. So Portal with Sepia. That's definitely a one album band for me. Next up is probably also another one that's well, it's not as controversial as the next one we're talking about, but it is Suffocation with Effigy of the Forgotten. Um, yeah, this is like the only album I need by this band. My favorite thing by Suffocation is the Human Waste EP. Again, it has some of the songs on here, but it just sound way better. Like this is like I really like this album. It's like good songs. The production is just difficult for me to get into it. It's that Morrisound production, and it's just like especially on like if infecting the crypts. I love fucking the Human Waste version of that song, dude. The fucking blast on that sounds so fucking unhinged, man. Sounds just right, and it's like dialed in. And then on the album, the kicks are so fucking clicky. Dude. This is like the worst offender with the like typewriter drums by far is infecting the crypts, and especially like I don't know what happened, but especially on infecting the crypts, I think it's just because it has the fastest blasts on the album, so I guess it was kind of difficult to track them. So they just sound like really clicky, and it's just like dude, fucking give me the waste version any day over this. It just feels like I'm wasting my time when I'm listening to this version of the song instead of that one, kind of a thing, you know. But yeah, League of Inveracity, you know, that's a cool song that's on here. Dude, I love that riff in the middle, not the famous slam, but I like dun 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 dun. That's cool. But yeah, it has like a lot of like really good songs on here. I kind of like didn't it was like I kind of like slept on some of the B-side songs for a while, like what's a good example? Anyway, I kind of like slept on some of the songs where I was like, these aren't that strong, but then I threw this on the player like I think about a year ago, and I listened to it again and I was like, oh, this is actually there's some really killer riffing. I really like how each song like opens up, makes it more memorable. There's always some like killer groove in there and some different like variations that you didn't hear on the previous song. It's cool. So yeah, but yeah, love like I wouldn't say I love this album. I love the songs, but I don't like the production. It also like the guitars and the bass. It just sounds so like murky. It's like like every instrument just melts together in this fucking soup. It's like there's not like a lot of like separation on it, which makes it difficult to hear. That's just my take on on this album. Like good songs, bad production. That's not that's how it is. But then like fucking Breeding the Spawn, it's just like dude, that has even worse production, and the songs aren't very strong on that album. And Pierce from Within, I tried that one on, but I was just like, dude, I'm just bored. Like is that like a hot take? It's like Pierce from Within, like some of people's like a favorite. Like I really like the cover art. That has the best cover art. It was like fuck yeah, but the tunes aren't hitting. Maybe I need to return to that one. Like I might just like totally off the hook when I say that. I don't know, but then like other than that, I've not checked anything out, and I just gave up on Suffocation on the system. Human Waste, that's the only kind of perfect thing in the catalog. Next up, this is I don't know. This is probably gonna be a bit of a hot take, um, but you know how we do it over here. We just keep it real. I don't fucking make up shit or tell you I like something when I don't. So we got Venom with Welcome to Hell, and this is the only album I need by this band. Funny story with Venom is that this is actually one of the bands where I heard them first on Wax, because when I got into buying vinyl very early on, I made a decision because I was like I never listened to a full Venom album, and I was like, dude, everybody is like talking about Venom and how this is like this is like the first extreme metal band, and when they picked up this up in '81, they were blown away. Like this was a new level of kind of extreme. So I just made a decision early on to, okay, I'm gonna buy this on Wax. I'm gonna listen to it for the first time on Wax. That's kind of like when I started doing the blind bias thing. So I bought this blindly and I listened to it, and I'm happy to say I got that kind of like same feeling because I had kind of like lowered my expectations because I was like, I mean, this is like this was like the first quote unquote extreme metal band at the time, but it's from '81, so it's not gonna be that extreme. But I remember when I put this on and the first song like came in like Sons of Satan, I was like really taken aback and like, holy shit, this is like really heavy sounding for '81. So I can definitely see what people mean when they say that about Venom. But yeah, this album is fucking flawless, dude. Flawless. Sons of Satan. Oh, Welcome to Hell. Poison. Live Like an Angel. Die Like a Devil. Dude, this is probably my favorite song is probably 1000 Days in Sodom. That's gonna kill, man. But like, I love Poison, dude. How does that go again? You got me poisoned. Making love with the devil's daughter, poisoned. It's fucking killer, man. Fucking kill. Oh, is this no? This actually sucks because I actually bought this cheaper because it didn't come with the insert, but it still has the poster in here. Some cool photo right here. Don't know if it's in the shot, but yeah. So yeah. Cool, but I completely remiss talked about whatever. I hate doing this on camera, but I completely remiss to talk about this that this is the only album I like by the band, because then I actually it was like a year later, so I spent like a year listening to that, and I loved it, man. I was like, fuck yeah, I can't wait to hear black metal. So I picked this one up about a year later. And I listened to it, and I was very fucking disappointed. I must say, like I've heard like a lot of people hailing this as this is like the peak, and this is like the greatest thing ever. And this is the real black metal, and things like that. But I don't know, dude. It's like, dude, this isn't a very good album in my opinion. I think this is like a massive downgrade from Welcome to Hell. Like the opening song, Black Metal, is so famous, and it's a good song. But then like I guess To Home Back isn't bad, but then like Buried Alive are boring, and then Teacher's Pet there's some dumb shit on that song. But I kind of like the main riff on that, but it's just like yeah, what the hell. But like these songs I can't even remember these songs. Lead Me in Hell, Sacrifice, Heaven's on Fire. Like Countess Battery, that's a pretty good song on it. I do remember that. But like the B-side songs, I remember they're all like pretty okay, actually, except for Countess Battery. I think that's a good song. It's like the Buried Alive and Raise the Dead, I'm just really fucking bored. But those songs, and then Teacher's Pet is kind of like not overly awesome either. I just think it's like it's a very okay album in my opinion. just not even close to being as good as Welcome to Hell. I think Welcome to Hell, that's pretty much like a flawless fucking album. So that kind of fucking blows. I really wanted to like this album. Yeah, dude, it just the thing is, it isn't as like fast and fucking furious. It doesn't have that punk. It's like very like dumbed down, kind of like rock and roll. Most of it, I guess, like black metal is the that's like the only like really upbeat song that really outdoes the first album. This is like much more like tame in comparison. This is pretty cool. Definitely like that. This is like I bought the 40-year anniversary edition. So this is definitely a pretty sweet one. Except they didn't put plastic or poly in the inner sleeve. Dude, I hate these like printed inserts. Dude, fuck that. Polyline inner sleeve, any day and twice on Sunday. And do like a thick insert instead of this. Dude, automatic, like when you get these records in and there's no poly in the insert, not insert in the and there's no polyliner, dude, automatic. I'm not gonna say they're posers to people that press them, but they damn sure don't collect records. Because, dude, somebody who buys records, he just knows instantly that that's fucking annoying, and he doesn't want that. Then you gotta fucking take it out, and then oh shit, now there's paper and all this fucking dust stuck in my grooves, and the record is static. It's gonna sound like shit. So now I need to clean it immediately. Dude, put the polyliner in there. Dude, it costs like nothing, and I know I pressed my ones myself. It costs like nothing. It's literally like, I think in total it's probably gonna cost you like for let's say press like 300 copies. It's probably in total gonna cost like max fucking five fucking bucks for putting it all in there. Like I don't know what the, I guess I can check when I'm sending in the Bricolacas. I'll actually check how much that cost, like compared to like just a paper one. So I can find out, because dude, it costs there's no way. It costs like nothing. It's just because they don't know, dude. They don't collect records. They don't listen to these things. So anywho, that's my picks for the video. I hope I got you riled up and typing in the comments. That would be great, man. Need to get the comments going. Need to get this channel. This fucking channel needs to take off, man. I don't want to sit here and talk to myself all day, but I guess I gotta do that and take one for the team, man. But I already know like how this works. I guess you just gotta keep doing it, keep putting it in, and it will be successful eventually. If you believe it, you can achieve it. That's it. And yeah, it's just like, dude, I love doing this label and this YouTube channel. Dude, it's so much fun, man. Because I've been fiddling around with like the other YouTube channel for so long. I've been doing it for so long where I was kind of like, okay, this video didn't do as well, didn't get as many views, and I'm just like fucking just tired of it. Dude, I love starting fresh, man. Now I'm like fresh out of the box, man. And dude, I'm at the bottom right now. I'm not selling anything. My videos are not getting any views, but that's fucking good. I love it, man, because there's nowhere to go but up. So it's gonna only up from here. It's gonna be fucking great, man. So thanks a lot for watching, and go ahead and have a great day.